Are you playing business owner? This is something I discovered over 15 years ago that changed my life and changed my business, and it can change yours too. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Everybody, it's your boy Mark Evans. DM coming to you live here from Parkland, Florida. In the office again. Nice and warm over here. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Cheers to the coffee. Got some new cigars that just came in. Anyways, I've been thinking about all you guys and gals and thinking about how important it is about business. And so many people are entrepreneurs now. And a lot of people you follow say they're entrepreneurs. A lot of people say they're business owners. We're going to discuss some of that today. My question to you is, are you playing business owner? This is what I discovered 15 years ago. Maybe a little longer, actually. Again, everybody, thank you so much for all the birthday messages. I'm still trying to get back to everyone. I've a lot of messages over there, and it's been pretty wild and very honored, to say the least. But so business owner, I'm sitting here talking with my DM family guys today. I got up 4:30 this morning, wrote a pretty big thing to them, talking about all the different ways that business owners can generate $1 million a year. It's never been easier. There's so many paths to generate $1 million a year. And when I say make $1 million a year, I'm not talking gross. That's easy to do. I'm talking like at least net $1 million a year. That's the ultimate goal for everyone for some reason, the initial goal, I should say. And it started getting me thinking about this business owner stuff. And really what it comes down to is probably about I started doing business in 96. First and foremost, before I get started, actually, today's my parents' 43rd anniversary. They've been married 43 years today. You guys may or may not know this, but my mom got married at 17. My dad was 18. They had to go to Indiana to get married because clearly she's underage. And they had me in 78. They got married in 77 of today. And then they had me in June 19th of 78. But super awesome to see that. 43 years. Talk about commitment, right? Look, they're a little bit committed, wouldn't you say? So anyways, back to this business thing. I was playing business. I had the office. I had staff members always had an assistant, had a couple salespeople, wannabe marketing person in the office, had a small one-room office back then. Like literally we'd have 6 people in a 10 by 10 section. It was pretty wild. And I always felt like I couldn't afford it. It's like $250 a month. I'm like, this is silly. I can take this money and do so much more with it. Or I could pay my electric bill at home. I could do this. I could do that. I was playing business. And so many of you guys are trying to grow something inside of your checking account, and it's very tough to do that. So I remember back in 96 to 2002 or 3, me playing business. I would make 30 grand on a deal. I'd go blow it with all my friends, and a week later, I'd be back in the grind. I'd be stressing. I'd be hammering the phones. I'd be meeting the people. I'd be shaking the hands. I was the business owner for that day. Then I'd make some money, and then I wasn't a business owner. I got complacent. I was lazy. I was ignorant. I was wasting money. I had fun. Don't get me wrong. But I also knew I was doing it wrong. And then I started really asking myself how to become a better business person. I want to be a better person, which if I'm better, my business would get better. And this is kind of the journey that started me thinking about how to uplift my team as well. I can't make you do business better for me, but I can show you how to become a better person. If you become a better person, it carries over to everything, including the business you're in. And so I was playing business for years. I made money. I lost a lot of money. I wasted a lot of money. And I was always playing business. I didn't have a process. I didn't have a procedure. A lead calls in. I took the lead. I got a napkin and wrote down the number, wrote down the deals, went and met them. I jumped in the car, ran over to meet them, shook their hands, got the contract, and closed the deal. That's what I did. And that's not a business. That's a job. At best. And the job you work for a psycho. Yourself, you're the psycho. You would never hire yourself. You're non-hireable, right? Most people that I know as entrepreneurs would never hire themselves. We're inconsistent at best. Actually, we're very consistent being inconsistent, right? They say consistency is our problem. We're very inconsistent. And so we're consistent on that. And not only that, like, what does your team look like? What does your business look like that you want? Not what you have, but what do you want it to look like? What are the people involved? What are the processes? What are the procedures? Mark, you want to come in and say hi, bud? Everyone here wants to say hi to you, buddy. Come here. What does daddy do? Does daddy have a business or a job?
Job.
A job? I'd say you're out of the will. All right, get out of there. Daddy's working. So business, what do you want it to look like? Who's on the team? What are the roles? What are the responsibilities? When you have a real business, you're doing a lot of shit that you don't like to do. It sucks. A lot of days suck. So if you're always happy and feel like you're moving in the right direction because you get to do what you love to do, that's not business. There's nothing fun about business. Typically, you're having very tough conversations with lawyers, legal advisors, financial advisors, your staff members that are not doing their job or this or that. You're hiring, you're firing, you're managing. You're asking yourself, like, why the hell can't they get this? They've been doing it for a year. How don't they understand what to do? That's the stuff. That's like frustrating to real business owners. And then we have to uplift them. We have to get them. We have to invest money to send them to the best training. We have to invest money to get them online training. We have to invest money to get them coached up, clients, etc. So as I'm sitting here thinking about the business, what does it look like for you? A good action step for you is to pull out a piece of paper and ask yourself, what does your organization chart look like? You as the visionary, you as the implementer, you as the assistant, you as the controller, you as the bookkeeper, you as the marketer. This is why most businesses, I'm saying this term very loosely, by the way. This is why businesses are always up and down for the average person. Because when you're marketing, you're getting a lot of influx of opportunity. You're so busy on your opportunity, you drop the ball on marketing. And then when you drop the ball on marketing, it's a delayed reaction a month later, and you're sitting around with your thumb up your ass wondering why no money's coming in the door this month, or why the phones aren't blowing up, or why you're not closing deals. It's because there's a process, there's a delay. See, oftentimes, especially in most businesses, you're looking at the sell as the action. That's the action after 27 other actions prior. Marketing, managing inventory, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of moving pieces. So what we need to do is look at our org chart and ask ourselves, where do I shine? Where am I the best producer? So the org chart could be you as the visionary, you as the implementer, you as accounting, you as the manager, you as the acquisitions person, you as the dispositions person, you as the accounting, controller, there's a million different things. And then you look at this and say, okay, how the hell can I be good at all these? It's impossible. I see why I'm stressed out. Now, you'd see a visual representation of why you feel the way you do, why you're riding the financial and emotional ups and downs like you do. We all do in the beginning. But why? You don't have to forever. It's a storm, but that storm doesn't stop until we start looking up and seeing what's really going on and how to make it better. See, when you look at that and you have 27 things on that organization chart and you're in all the boxes, now my next question is, which one is the least important? And this is how you're doing your days if you know it or not. You're only doing what's urgent and important. This is why you feel like a firefighter. When I talk to you guys one-on-one, I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? I feel like a firefighter. I'm put fires out all day. Have you ever thought that you might be the arsonist creating the fires so you actually have fires to put out tomorrow? Have you ever thought about that? What would your business look like if there was no fires to put out? What would you be doing all day? See, you're trying to fill a void in your brain. You're trying to fill a void so that you become needed in your company. By the way, that's what a real company, they don't need you. Real companies don't need you as a leader, as an owner. It doesn't hurt it necessarily. Oftentimes it could hurt it actually. If you're small-minded trying to suppress the system instead of let it open up and grow. But here, please. But at the end of the day, for you, we need to realize that if we're growing a real organization, I don't even want to be a CEO. I don't want to be the implementer. I never have been really the high-level implementer. That's not my personality. But things have to get done initially. So what I'm looking at, I would rather be on the board. I'm involved in multiple companies, many, many companies, but I don't need to be involved in the day-to-day. I more want to be on the board. I don't mind casting a vision, but when it comes down to all the details and who's doing what and how it's getting done, that's not necessarily my angle. That's not my skill set. But I'm honest with myself about it. I don't act like it is. I focus on what I can control. With business, for me, is all about growth. It's about paying attention to the team. The real question you should be asking yourself if you own a real business is, how are you not involved in the day-to-day? How are you not involved in the bottleneck conversations? The only thing that should be coming to you, actually you should be going to them as well, is asking high-level, action-driven, goal-oriented questions. For example, I hit up one of my partners yesterday. He's making about $280,000 a month. It's not bad, considering he's only been doing it for about 20 months. Pretty decent. Great profit margins. And I called him, I'm pissed off. Why am I mad? I'm not doing anything. I make a good royalty, residual off that company. But I'm mad because we're playing small. I'm mad because it can be so much bigger. See, what's interesting about growth, I've never met anybody that came to me and said, Mark, I wish I would have grown slower. Of course, there's some people that might say that because they did it wrong, or they didn't have the pieces intact that I'm talking about. Like, I'm family first. Like, I won't grow a company. If you came to me and said, Mark, you got to be on the road 100 days a year, I'm out. I won't do it. I don't care how much it pays. Why? Because it doesn't align with my day-to-day lifestyle of what I want my personal life to be. So no amount of money is going to skew me from what I want. I'm not chasing the money. As a company, I'm trying to build an overall vision of the company, of how big it can be, share it, cast it, hire amazing people, work with them. These folks are way smarter than me. But when I called the partner yesterday, this is last night on my walk, I'm like hyped up. I'm like stressed out. I'm like, dude, you need to be at $500,000 a month like clockwork in the next 60, 90 days. My question to you is, what do you need from me to make that happen? See, when you ask questions like that, it changes the narrative in their brain. Because the first thing most people do is like, well, I'm at 270. How do I get to 500? I got to double my efforts. Doubling your efforts is not getting you to 500. If it was, you'd already be there. We got to think differently. We got to be projecting a different conversation to extract a different result. We know how to get to 270. How do I get to 500? Well, if you knew, wouldn't you be there? If you're on the path of trajectory, you'll get there. But then the next question I would ask, okay, so if he came to me and said, Mark, I'll be there in 12 months, I'm like, why does it take so long? And then he would have an explanation in his brain of, through his conversations he's had with himself, of why that is the case. And then I'm going to take my knowledge of 24 years in business and have a way different conversation and show the path of 3 months or less. Because it's not that much harder at this point. The hard part's done. The wherewithal, the customers, the knowledge, and blah, 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 blah. Now we just need to scale. And there might only be 2 hires you need to do to go from 270 to 500. Only 2. Not the 12 he already has on the team. See, all the hard work's been done. I see so many people working so hard, they don't have time to get wealthy. I'm not necessarily worried about the hours. I'm worried about what we're spending the hours on. Too many of you guys are trying to oversimplify complexity and undersimplify simplicity. Overcomplicate by all of it. It's really not that hard. I talked about this in my one book, The 10-Minute Business Owner. I call it the island effect. You're on an island. You have 10 minutes a day. That's it. You have coconuts, palm trees, your kids are playing, your spouse is right beside you, the yacht's in the far. You got 10 minutes today to talk to people in your company. What are you talking about? More importantly, who you're talking to. And the rest of the day, you got to sit on that island and enjoy your life and relax. And if you're not talking about the right stuff and you're not talking to the right people, you might drown yourself in that ocean because you can't handle the anxiety. It's overwhelming because you have zero control. See, that's the difference. It's like when you start controlling everything, you have no control of anything. How in the world can you run 27 divisions in one company, or 5 or 6 or however many's in there? Let's just break it down to simplicity. Implementer, manager, accounting, marketer, let's call it 4 or 5. How are you able to go up and control 4 spaceships? You're the pilot of 4 airplanes, taking people to 4 different continents. How? How could you ever be good? Why do you think you should get more by being crazier? Just because you work harder? It's not about working harder. We talk about this every day. It's about working smarter. I'm not saying not to work hard, but working hard and smart at the same time will give you so much better results. The problem is you don't even know you're working hard. You know you are, you just don't know how to do it. I work many hours. A lot of people confused. Don't get it twisted. I'm working. When I'm out in the pool hanging out with my son, I'm working. I'm thinking about big picture stuff. I'm watching the golfers go by. I'm thinking about where there's a need, where there's a want, where there's an opportunity, where there's working to me is not what most people would consider working. I get to live I get to do exactly what I love to do, create and delegate. That's what I love to do. I don't like to manage. I don't like to talk about it. I just want to go do. I want to see it. I want to see it come to fruition, and I want to implement. I want people to implement. I'll start it, and then I'll hand it off. So I don't know if that takes an hour or 100 hours. See, the difference, I was telling my buddy today, I can't even remember the last time I've been paid per hour. I don't do hourly stuff, nor have I ever. I can't even remember the last time it's ever happened. If I don't kill it, I don't make money. If I don't go out and do a deal, I don't make money. If I don't set up my business right, my business don't make money. We have to make money. If you're in business, you have to make money. So are you playing a business owner, or are you a business owner? Because real business owners have a team. A real business owner has a vision. A real business owner has goals. A real business owner has daily accountability tracking. Who's doing the work? Who's not? I'm good at a lot of things, but only great at one thing. And I focus on building businesses where I only do that one thing. I love it, man. Paul, let's go create and then delegate. Dude, the truth is I create, eliminate, or delegate. Oftentimes the stuff I'm creating will never see the light of day. Do you know how many courses, how many software programs, how many companies I've started that never started? Because I eliminated them. The opportunity wasn't big enough. I got out of them because it just wasn't there. I lost passion. I lost purpose. I lost focus, or it was just too small. It was cool in the beginning, but once I started going down the path, I was like, I don't want to work that hard for that little. And that's the truth. I have stuff like that going on all the time. But again, I'm a real business owner. I wasn't always a real business owner. It took me 15 years to figure out what I'm sharing with you guys. 15 years. It was a kick in the balls. It hurt. I was frustrated. I was sad. I was scared. I was excited. Because the guy had told me, I paid him to tell me that. I didn't know what I was paying him to tell me, but I knew I needed to hear something. He's like, dude, what are you doing? Stop playing. Start being. Be the change. Be the leader. Be the driver. Be the business owner. You're not the business owner. I saw you on the phone in the hallway for the last 5 hours. I saw you on the computer for 6 hours prior to that. You look like you're stressed out. You're overeating. Your skin looks terrible. What are you doing? Dude, I'm making money. No, you're not. Maybe you're making a little bit of money, but you're not a business owner and you're not going to make a lot of money. You're too busy making money that you can't get wealthy, Mark. Straighten up. You're better than that. You want more, right? Yes. Well, we got to do more. We got to change what we do. We got to do more of different. And I'm like, but I don't understand. He's like, you will. It's going to be scary. It's going to be bumpy. It's going to be tiring. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to be exciting. But dude, if everything comes through you like, hey, Mark, can you sign off on this check? No, dude, I already signed off on it when I sent you the email to send the wire for $7,000. Send the wire. What do I need to check off for it again? I trust you. That's why I sent it to you. Can you do the job? Yes or no? Yes. Then leave me the fuck alone. I got a company to run. Next question. See, the problem is what happens is if everything's bottlenecking you, that's your ego. That's not a reality of a business. I genuinely believe most of you watching this or listening to my voice right now, you aren't even important to your company. Your company, if you had a real company, wouldn't even know if you were gone. You're not that important. You're not changing the world by doing real estate deals. You're changing your world maybe, but you're not changing the world. You have the local mom and pop, ice cream shop down the street. You're working hard. You're making a couple bucks, but you can't get wealthy like that. It's a start. But we got to evolve. We got to develop. We got to become a business owner. Dude, I always see people like, man, what's his name was in the before and after everybody. That sounds like he was a terrible dad. That's what that sounds like to me. Dude, if I got to be in before my employees, why do I hire them? If I got to be there after them, why? It's a cool story. It makes you feel good. But what it really does is a bullshit story to make you keep working harder, to make you keep feeling like that's how it's the normal. Dude, I get up every morning at 4:44. I love it. I don't love it, but I love the feeling of it after I'm up and rolling. I hate getting up, but I got to. I got so much to do. And I'm still behind the 8 ball. I was up writing today. I'm up re-editing something I'm working on. Then I'm working out. Then I got the kids getting up. Then I got to do a video to you guys. Then after this video, I got 3 other videos. Plus, I got to actually do work and get stuff done. I'm still working. It's just different types of work. You can create a life. Once you understand that you have a real business, no one's texting me saying, Mark, should I market this? Should I send this message? Dude, what do I pay you for? You know the vision. You get it. You want it. And you have the capacity to do it. Go do it. Why else would you hire someone? If every time they got to do, hey man, I got a deal. Can you give me a call? I'm not sure what I should do next. Close the fucking deal. That's what you do next. It's real simple. But you don't understand. Well, I do understand. Can you do the job? Yes or no? See, that's the difference. Back in the day, 15 years ago, I used to say, give me the phone. Let's call them together and close the deal. Gave them false hope. They acted like they were doing the work because they're getting the results. Andre, if it takes 100 hours, then you're a poor businessman. Your goal is 1 hour to accomplish what other people takes 100 hours. Automation delegations, my man. Again, I hear you. I don't believe you. I believe what you're saying because you probably believe it. But I would say, send me your bank statements, send me your P&Ls. I'll send you mine. Let's compare. Dude, listen, everyone's fucking king dingling. Everyone has a 12-inch wiener on this video right now. If you're a guy, of course. If you're a woman, you're the best looking girl in the world, right? So we think. See, that's the difference with me, guys. I'm not here to be your friend. I can give 2 fucks about you, actually. I'm here to help you. I want to help. That's all I care about. I want to help you. I don't believe the bullshit you're saying out loud. I genuinely believe you believe it in your brain, but you don't run real businesses. There's no way you do. You know how I know? Because the way you talk. The bullshit you say. Show me your bank statements today. Show me your P&Ls of all your companies. I'm guessing you have none or one, and you'll send it to me on a Vistaprint letterhead. If not, shut the fuck up. Quit regurgitate. You're the fucking problem with the internet. You're regurgitating bullshit. And by the way, I'm mad. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad that you believe that bullshit you're saying because it's holding you back. It's not helping you get successful. It sure in the hell ain't helping people around you get successful. Because if they buy into that shit, you're lying to them, and you're lying to you're lying to yourself, and you're lying to them. See, I really wish all these wannabe guys that say stuff like they say, show me your P&Ls. Here's one thing I realized growing up poor. Every poor person has $1 million ideas. Every poor person has the best financial advice in the world. Every poor person's figured it out. Why are they poor? See, it's easy to talk shit, but doing the work where the rubber meets the road is that's where the big dogs live. That's where the real opportunity is happening. We're so busy doing, we're not really talking about it. Let's get the P&Ls out, my man. I'm in. I have nothing to hide. My companies generate millions of dollars a month, let alone a year. And I got the fucking proof to back it up, my man. This goes for anybody. Andre, I came to the United States in 2002 with only $100 in my pocket. Now a multimillionaire. That's awesome. Why you talk shit? I'm not talking shit. I'm talking shit about people that talk like you. You're regurgitating information. Hop on here, please. You're regurgitating information. Again, dude, you don't have a business. If you have a wholesale real estate company, it's not a business. It's a job. I'm sorry to bust your bubble. I have a company that does wholesale real estate. It's a business/job. How do you know if you have a business? Very simple. Can you sell it? What's the multiples? More importantly, show me the 10 companies that sold in the last 12 months in that same exact industry, same exact category, with the same exact product. It doesn't exist in wholesale. Wholesale companies are not businesses. It's simply a high-paying job that you couldn't hire people to help you grow it and generate millions of dollars. So I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, dude, you can't tell me. I've been in too many businesses. I own too many companies. And I'm not talking shit to you, dude. I'm trying to help you. And that's how I know you don't have money. If you think I'm talking shit, you realize, dude, what I'm saying is real. So real business owners. Real business owners know it takes a lot of work. Real business owners know it takes more than 1 fucking hour a week to run a company. And dude, I own a lot of them. And I work less than an hour in some of them. But I'm not running them. I'm on the board, my man. I don't need to run them. I don't even need to look at KPIs. So when you come with that weak shit, like you are, I know you're not a multimillionaire. Maybe you are on paper. I want to see the fucking money in the bank. I got multi-millions. I'll show you. So don't come at me with your weak shit, dude. I don't need to know you. I know the way you talk. You're full of shit. And listen, you can help people being full of shit. I used to do it because I didn't know better. I didn't have someone like me telling me straight up. I could have helped many more people if I had someone like me telling me the shit I'm telling you right now. And you had $100 more than I had to get started because I started with nothing except a dream and a goal. I was 18 years old, no credit, lived in my parents' house with zero money. So again, running a real company has to be sellable. If you can't sell it, it's not a company. If you can't sell it without you being involved, it's not a company. It's a job disguised as a company. And I'm not saying you can't sell it and be a part of it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when people come at me and say the stuff they say, I know if they're real or not. I made many millions of dollars in real estate and still do. But it's not a business. It's a job. You're not managing and growing a real company in wholesale real estate at all in a week, 1 hour a week. It's impossible. I know because I've been there. Dude, I had the best team in the game. It requires a lot of stress, a lot of work, a lot of moving parts. So again, guys, don't let anybody, you got to question this shit. This is why people aren't getting the success they deserve because they're following the wrong people. Just because you can make $1 million, by the way, does not mean you know what you're doing. Just means you figured something else out and you're making a couple bucks. Then my next question is on the P&L, how much of the money's being made doing the work as opposed to coaching people how to do the work? I'm not talking shit about either or, but they're two totally different types of industries. Massively different. Massively different. I know because I'm in them both. You guys understand the types of I'm in the publishing world. I'm in the email media space world. I'm in the real estate investing space world. I'm in the franchise/licensing world. I mean, nutraceutical world. Like there's every company, every businesses are different. So I'm not coming to you like one path, like do real estate. It's the only way to get rich. Dude, it's not. If that was the case, everyone would be doing real estate. There's many ways to get wealthy. Real estate's a great stepping stone to make some money than to go build or buy a company, ideally buy something performing with all this money. Andre, I'm sure I have less millions than you in the moment. How about if dude, I don't need to do a fucking bet. I don't bet with clowns anyways. Go make it anyways. If I show you, I'll show you now. Like, dude, everyone's getting millions. Fuck, I'm going to have more. I've never met someone that's like, dude, I'm going to have less millions next year. Why are you kicking can down the road, my man? Pony up, pull down your pants, buddy. Let's see what you got. See, that's the difference, man. Fuck, everyone's got money next year. Everyone. Until next year comes. By the way, I'm not just saying it's all about the money, but in this case, it definitely is. Because you're saying stuff that's hurting people. You mostly. It's hurting you. I'll pay $1 million to the nonprofit right now. Well, what do you got? See, that's the thing is $1,000. It shows you don't have the money mentality. You're going to show me that you're making millions, but we're going to bet $1,000? It's a pussy bet, dude. It's a bet that doesn't drive you to go do what you say you're going to do. Because it's so easy to pay $1,000. There's no pain to it. Well, I was going to give $1,100 this year anyways on my charity budget. Guess I'll give $1,000 here because he's right. I didn't do the job. Come on, man. If we're betting, let's bet real money. It's Mickey Mouse, dude. $1,000. See, this is the problem, folks. This is the problem affecting everyone around us. You guys are listening to the wrong people. By the way, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. If you're not looking for the truth, I'm definitely not your guy. You paid $30K to the chair last. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I forgot about that. I don't even think I ever mentioned that. Dude, we have to grow real business. By the way, I'm sharing this because I want you guys to grow a real business. Steve House tearing him a new asshole helping. I don't know. I'm shooting straight with him. Hopefully he has clarity in the moment. Everyone sees it differently. I don't think I'm tearing him a new asshole. I'm just shooting straight to him. By the way, it does not help anybody if I hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I want to be the guy that helps you. It doesn't benefit me if I hurt you. It only benefits if we can win together. It only benefits me if you send me a message next year and like, dude, what you said, blah, 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 you were right. Here's where I'm at now. This is the thing is, I'm not looking to make a friend. I'm looking to help you. I'm not trying to tear you an outside. I'm trying to give you guidance. It's just the way I deliver. Might not be necessarily the way you like to hear it. It's not coming from a bad place. It's not even coming from a judgmental place. It's coming from a caring, passionate place of truth. I would be 1,000 times further if someone talked the truth to me when I was beginning stages. 1,000 times. Everyone was dicking me around because they just wanted my pocket. Wanted more money, more money. Mark, I'll teach you that. Give me more money. Mark, I'll teach you that. Give me more money. Dude, I don't mind paying for it, but shit, let's get it done. Quit telling me what I want to hear. Tell me what I need to hear. See, that's the difference. You guys know that's a real thing. We are going to tell you what you want to hear and sell you and give you what you need. That's what real marketers do. I'm not here to sell you anything except to help you. I'm here for free. 1 hour a day of my life is here. Not because I'm trying to hurt you, because I want to help you. Guys, again, I got goosebumps. You know why? I promise you, a year from now, Andrea, if I'm saying the wrong name, please tell me how to say it right. Andrea, when he does what he's going to do, because this has been a real talk for him, and some people think I'm going to chew his ass, but I'm not, is literally a year to 2 years from now, there will be a moment when we connect, person or video or phone or whatever, and this call made a change in someone's life. I know it to be true. I don't know if it's going to be him or a spectator. It's going to be someone. See, the difference, what I've realized, if I was trying to be vanilla about it, I'm like, yeah, man, that's a great deal. Great call. Yeah, work an hour a week doing nothing. I'd be lying to myself and I'd be lying to you. More importantly, I have a duty, an obligation to my audience to shoot straight to you. So if that stuff comes in there, I got to address it. I can't let it slip. See, too many of you are slipping. Too many are allowing things to creep in. Too many are allowing to be complacent. This is why you don't have a business. This is why, and if you do, it's on slippery slopes. I know I've had them fail. They fail every time when I take my eye off the ball. They fail every time when I over promise, under deliver to my team. It's real. Yes, Curtis knows best. Large wealth creation in real estate requires you to run it as a business, not as an investment. 100%. Curtis, true story. Great guy, by the way. The biggest thing I always see people mess up, they say, I'm a real estate investor. When I hear you're not a business owner, because business owner, I'm a real estate business owner. I use investments as my vehicle for my company. It's a way different visual, way different picture, way different cadence. Everything's different. When you're a real estate investor, man, it's in the streets. You're getting punched in the face. You're punching people back. You're screaming, kicking for a $5,000 wholesale fee. A $13,000 rehab deal that went south that you're going to make 80 on it. You net 13. That's if you're lucky, right? We got Rob that wants to hop on. Andre, I am not interested in wholesaling because it's not truly scalable. Facts. I'm launching it on based on AI-powered education. That's how I win next year. I'd like to talk to you about it. Awesome. I'm down. Leighton, great transparency, Mark. Keep shooting straight. Guys, I appreciate you guys. I have nothing to sell. I want to help you. I want to see you succeed. You know, if you love your wife, doesn't mean I can't love my wife. If you love your business, doesn't mean I can't love my business. If you make $10 million today, doesn't mean I can't make $10 million a day. I don't believe in if you get, I can't get. Like, to me, true abundance is like just being genuinely real. By the way, it's not easy to shoot straight with people initially. but it has to be done. Think about the people you respect and care about the most. They always told you straight. And if you have never had that experience, I feel sorry for you, because it's a tough road to swallow. Get kicked in the nuts, punched in the face, slapped in the throat, jugular, right? But at the end of the day, I get mad. I remember in football senior year, I got pulled out of the game because the guy threw an interception. He was holding me, blah, blah, excuses. He was holding me. That was a real excuse, but it's still an excuse. The guy got thrown the ball. He intercepted, whatever. Refs didn't see it. Coach sits me on the thing. I was on the sidelines crying. I was mad because I knew at the end of the day, it's an excuse, but I got to do something about it. Made me work harder. Made me work smarter. Made me work tight. Everything became tighter. I didn't like it in the moment. I didn't want to hear what he had to tell me. I didn't want to have to sit on the bench and feel ashamed and embarrassed. But so many adults are doing this now with their life. They got their kids watching, their spouses watching, their friends watching. Even if they're not talking positive, they're watching. They might be talking like they want you to fail, but true, deep down inside, if you're a winner, you're a winner. It's going to happen no matter what. You got to keep your head on straight. You got to get focused. You got to get pissed. Get mad. When you do, use that negative and turn it into a positive. I don't work out good when I'm like happy. Oh, I'm happy. Let's get a good workout in. Oh, we got to get mad. It's like, hey, you fat fuck. We got to get on that treadmill. We got to work hard today. Evans, you're weak as fuck. Go grab that 40. Stop playing around with the 25s. Let's go. You got to use it. It's energy. You got to know what drives you. It's not everyone's the same, obviously, but what drives you? What gets you excited? We got to look at the company structure, CEO, COO, accounting, manager, acquisitions, marketing department. And we got to say, okay, I'm doing all these. How am I good at any of them? Which one am I really good at? It's easy. Which one do I really hate? Sucks. And I need to hire the sucky pieces, deal coordination, accounting, marketing, like all those pieces that are consistently have to be done. That's the stuff. That's the stuff that has to be done. That's the stuff you hire out. Anything consistent, you must hire out. You need to consistently have good books. You need to consistently have marketing going on. You need to consistently have someone managing people. You need to consistently be doing acquisitions and disposition, like bringing product in, bringing product out. Like there's consistent actions have to do that. That does not mean you have to do it. And then once you get that all established and you start hiring, you need to ask yourself, who is selling a company like mine? I like that question. Who has a company infrastructure like mine? And how much is it worth? How much do they make? How big can it really get? And what can I sell it for? What's the multiple of EBITDA? That's what company talk. That's what companies are doing. They're not thinking, how do I build a job to make $100,000 a year? They're thinking, how do I build this thing into hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars a year, sell for XXXXXX dollars to XYZ. They've already identified the top 20 people that might buy them strategically. They've already identified how much they could sell it for. If they got to that point, it's going to be 5X or 7X. Okay, cool. That gives me a baseline. And then, okay, or what are we looking at? So we got all this stuff going on. We got to figure it out. So for you guys, definitely business build. It'll serve you. I lost 15 years of my life not building a real business. I had a business, I thought, but I had a ultra high paying job. And I had team members. I had people doing the work. It's still not a business. It's a high paying job. I can't sell my company that I put my blood, sweat, and tears for many, many years. And I'm not saying not to do that kind of stuff. I'm just saying know and treat it as it is. Jalen, I always do something good when I'm mad. Always thought that was weird or right. Not right. Thanks for the share. Dude, I use it. I get excited when I get mad. That's why I don't mind when people say I can't do something. I'm going to do it. I use it as fuel. So like some people are like, dude, the naysayers actually feed me. They don't take from me. Some people, it does the opposite, of course. But I actually like it. I enjoy it, honestly. I think it's funny and it gets me excited because I know the more I hear no, the more I'm going to do, because that's when most people quit. How many people are telling you no and you just stop? How many people are telling you no and you question? Did you tell me no? I go to instant, oh yeah, it's on now. And then you tell me no again. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going to figure this out. And I just get more excited. You know what I mean? So got to find out what's using. But we got this business. We got the org chart. We've hired a couple people. We've contacted a couple brokers in the business industry asking them, hey, this kind of company I have. Do you have any companies that are for sale in this industry? I'd like to look at them. Start understanding what a P&L looks like. You're not trying to buy them. You're just trying to understand what a real company looks like. Have you ever looked at like a real P&L? Have you understood what like real daily profits look like? Hourly, per minute, profit margin, like flows look like? How quickly return, ROA, we call it ROAS, return on advertising spend, how that looks. Is it day 1, day 20, day 90, day 300? That's going to give you, why is that important? Because it's going to show you what your cash flow pipeline looks like. How much money do I need and for how long? And how big does it, there's a lot of moving parts. So if I can spend $1 today and get $1 back today, I can spend an infinite amount of money. If I spend $1 today and only get 20 cents back today, it takes me 8 months to get my whole $1 back. What's a different path? It's a different conversation, different marketing, different growth process. Do I need to bring in outside money? Do I need to go slower? Do I need to take a fat? There's different conversations with that. So as a business owner, we need to go to the company, go to a business broker, talk to them about what kind of business you're in and tell them you're looking to acquire to grow and start seeing some data. Ask them what do they typically see the EBITDA on something like that. Like, yo, man, I want to, I'm typically seeing X, Y, and Z, 5X EBITDA. Cool. That's good news. You're like, what's EBITDA mean? That means you don't have a company either. You need to go online and type in EBITDA. These are things that we need to know as business owners, company owners. When you're having these conversations, things start changing. And then you need to start looking at your tax department. You need to start looking at your investment department. Like, all these things start building. Where are you spending your time? Folks, I could go on and on here, but get the book, Magician vs. Mule. Appreciate everyone that's gotten it. Straight talk, real talk, tactical stuff. Get you out of the weeds a little bit, hopefully all the way, but you got to start somewhere. I truly do believe that every single person listening to my voice can build a multi-million-dollar company that produces revenue for you. You're hitting on points that no one focuses on. Thank you, because it's packed with great, awesome. Thank you, guys. But I can tell you this. If you don't stop doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting the same results. You're going to keep getting the same results. And then you're going to get frustrated. But my big fear is that you're going to lose 10 years of your life in the process. Just like I lost 15 years of my life, my business, like my youngest 15 years of my business development life. Can't take it back. I'm not mad. It is what it is. But knowing that that was the thing, I have to shoot straight with you. I have to give it to the raw truth. I have to deliver even when it sucks or hurts. I can't see you guys continue to go down this path of fakeness. I can't see you continue to sit at home and suffer in silence. You have to know you're not alone. Business is hard. It's okay. Understand it. Use it as fuel. Drive your revenue. Get excited about revenue. Get excited about wins. See your team starting to develop. I don't care if you're delivering products out of your garage. It's a stepping stone to the next level. As long as you know there's another level. See, in real estate, I just thought do more deals. I had the team. I had the company. I had the culture. I had everything. But what I missed is I didn't have a sellable company. It's not sellable. It's very hard to scale. And you deal with a lot of crazy people. It's a tough industry at scale. It's easy to make a good living doing the work, but don't tell people you own a business when you have a high-paying job. Just because you don't go to work doesn't mean you don't have a job. We all have a job. What is the job entail? What does it look like? Are you paid hourly or are you paid performance? We have to understand we are building a real company, and I want you to get so wealthy. I want you to build it right. I want you to become super wealthy from it because that's what it's about to me. Like, why wouldn't I want that for you? Why wouldn't I want that for you? Jeremy said something cool. Takeaway so far is less control equals more control. It's about what you control, not how much. Quality versus quantity. Yes. I wanted to hit that because that is key, and he is right. See, if you're controlling customer admin, if you're controlling the, accounting, bookkeeping, it's important. But if that's what you're controlling, all that energy should be on focus on business dev, customer acquisition, deepening relationships with customers you have already, and growing your bottom line. You can't do that when your head's down on the computer typing in numbers in a spreadsheet. Just can't do it. So I got to bounce because I got a business to run. But I appreciate you guys being here. And I genuinely do care about you guys. I want to see you succeed. I do want more friends in my life, but I want friends that are progressing and growing and grinding and driving and being real providers to the world. Shooting straight with people, giving them real talk, and just being better human beings every day. So when I say I don't want friends, I'm not saying I don't want friends. I don't need friends. I want more. I just don't need them. And we all need some, I guess. But I want you to succeed. And for a while, you might not like me because I am going to push on you. I'm going to push on your where you're sensitive. I'm going to push on where you're scared. I'm going to push on when you're don't want to be pushed anymore. That annoying push. I'm not doing it to hurt you. I genuinely am not. I'm doing it because I deep down inside actually care, probably more than you do at that moment. I know what's on the other side of that storm. It's amazing. And you deserve it if you're willing to put in the effort. I promise you. It's there if you're willing to do it. Build the company. I'll build it with you. I'll help any way I can. I'm thinking about you guys. Have an amazing day. Make sure to check me out over at magicianversemeal.com. Get the book. Thank you guys. Have an amazing day. Happy Wednesday.
I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. Did not come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. Thought they should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose, so I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, DM project.
This is the podcastfactory.com.